It's home to the Hard Rock Cafe, but at the end of today's race, it could well be the School of Hard Knocks. We're at the halfway mark of Season 5 of the Aussie Racing League, and today we head to Miami, one of the newest circuits on the Formula One calendar, and a place that will challenge drivers to the nth degree. Let's take a look at the layout. 5.4 kilometres in length, 19 turns, 3 DRS zones. Overtaking is easy, defending not so much. Let's take you off to your commentary team.
Hello everyone, welcome to week 5 of the Prodigy division. I'm your caster Salty and I'm joined by my co-caster Reblitz. How are you?
Yes, good, thank you. How's everything today?
Going pretty good. Just waiting for the lobby to be set up. So while we wait for that, look at the, I guess we can look at, I think I've got the driver's points, I do. I managed to get them.
Quite a close grid at the moment in terms of the points. It's not as top heavy as I thought it would be with, say, Fluxy or Dodge being too far away.
No. And it's quite a tight race for P3 as well in the championship, so you may potentially go up to Elite next season with Weary Boy.
Yeah.
Mr. No hates no TC coming into no TC and coming in storming.
Yeah, so a lot of people, getting on the TC, no TC, and improving quite a bit.
Yeah, we are seeing a few people struggle. I believe Valhalla was also, he may have been no TC or medium TC.
Okay.
Old mate James was medium TC, he's gone no TC, but he's had a few results where he's been quite close to the points and had some good chances. So hopefully he can get a point in Miami where there may be a bit of carnage if we look at the other races.
Yeah, Miami is a interesting track. Like Jeddah, but somehow not as fun. And lots of areas where if you just go off a little bit, you're into the wall and potentially holding up the track and hitting other people.
Yeah, well, I've got a very unpopular opinion. I hated Miami going into it.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it coming out of it, to be honest.
Wow.
Yeah.
So a baptism by fire, maybe.
Yeah, maybe just a bit. The going from Logitech pedals to load cell pedals within like a few hours was easily one of the better things to do, because there's especially the end of the first sector, and the middle of the first sector is really good, especially if you can control the braking. I found that really useful because I found at the end of the first sector, if you had Logitech pedals, you tend to like brake in the wrong places and go wide or go too short, like 90% of the time.
Yeah. So like the whole difference, obviously, with the Logitech being when you press down, it's seeing how far you've pressed down rather than the pressure. So that's a difference, and obviously having pressure way better for braking.
Yeah, it was a good experience. I think it did cost me a bit of time just getting used to it, but I think I prefer these pedals a lot more.
Yeah,
than the Logitech ones. It's interesting because you always don't think pedals are the main thing that will improve you. You think if you get like a direct drive, it will improve you, but pedals, man, recommend it to anyone.
I mean, I'm still using the G29 wheel, and I upgraded to TCLMs, and I'd say it's definitely helped myself quite a bit. Maybe not in my racing right now, it's showing with the current 4 DNFs, but no, 5 at this point. So
Well, you
it's
got a
looking good for me.
DNS. You got a DNS. Did not
Oh,
start.
true. So
Yeah.
yes, unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Well, at least you've got one less DNF. I'm sure you can get back up there by the end of the season.
I would very much like to. Japan next, and
Yeah, it's a sprint though, so depending on where you're on the championships, where you start.
Brew, which for me will be at the back of the grid, but I do like the back of the grid because it gives you the opportunity to showcase your racecraft, have fun overtaking people if you can. Which it being Japan, I'm sure there's going to be some overtakes.
Sure,
So
there will be. I know. I like
yeah,
Japan. It's very weird. Do you have any tracks that you hated, and then once you started racing, you enjoyed?
yeah. So Jeddah was one of them for sure.
Mm.
I absolutely despised Jeddah, and then loved it after I sweated so many hours practicing. So yeah, very very fun track. What about yourself? Apart from Miami,
Japan.
Japan, yeah.
I've never had a bad race or race result on Japan.
Wow. Okay.
Never
Yeah.
had a bad race result. I've had I think my first ever league race, I went from 14th to 7th, and then I went up to Div 2 for the next race, and I went from 17th to 4th.
Yeah.
5th, one of the two. And then the next race was, I got knocked off in the first corner, then ended up coming second.
Okay.
By the end of it, so.
Sometimes you should have to stick it out, and yeah.
Yeah.
You might not feel like that's the best choice, but.
Well, we'll see if some people here will stick it out.
Mm-hmm. As we go into the qualifying. See who comes out first. My bet is on a Dodge or a Fluxy, but we shall see.
Pretty safe bet.
Also, Ekim, yes, hello. And that is a big no-no. I'm sorry. I don't think you'd very much like myself singing.
Well, I won't be singing. I'll say that much. If anyone does the prediction, it'll be you that sings, not me.
Oh, and we have a McLaren out first, actually. Oh,
no, someone just pipped him at the end. It looked like maybe a Williams.
Oh, and they've all come out now, pretty much. Yeah, here we go. No one would love to hear me sing.
The lap
Appreciate
time,
the interest, though.
telemetry. Don't really need the detail of the tyres because we all know what they're going to be on. Alright, who's coming out on top on qualifying?
You know, I'm not entirely too sure. Miami being the track that it is, a lot of people do not like it. From what I've heard from some of the current drivers in the grid, they didn't practice as much. So it could be up in the air. But I'm feeling it could be Fluxy.
I didn't practice either, to be fair. I didn't like the track so much I didn't even want to practice it, which I think some people actually felt the same. And it's mainly the section that Evis just went in, the the second section.
Yep, uphill chicane, which is not as fun as people would think it would be, right? So
yeah.
Yeah, lots of weaving around and some weird traction zones. The traction on this track is very much more different than, say, Jeddah.
As someone's gone off, which looks like it might have been Buster or
Joe, possibly?
Buster or Basing, because it was a Haas.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, but we can follow along with Evis on his flying lap.
Yes.
Arguably the first sector, the one where you can make and break all the time. Those fast corners.
But that last chicane, remember, that thing is going to rattle some of these drivers for sure.
I definitely say that first sector is the one where how much balls do you have to go on the power and how early can you go on it without spinning on those loaded corners.
Yeah, for sure. And we have him go purple sector. Obviously, he's the first one out, but still.
Gonna catch up to a bit of traffic. Hopefully they'll get out of his way. He comes into probably the most difficult part of the track.
Yeah, hard to get traction there.
Hard to get traction, but also hard to lose it, I found. But of course, I'm on medium TC. All of these guys are on no TC. See what he can set for the first lap of the day.
Feeling like it's going to be a good one.
Same. Rooting for the Williams. A 1:28.6 even beats my TT time, obviously.
Yeah,
not much surprise there.
So I think that's a good lap for a banker, and evident by Job coming in P2 and Shinudi. Oh, and no, here they come with Kintaro. Got 2/10.
Well, they all load up onto the over the line as we see a Aston Martin off the end of the track at the end of Sector 1. We'll follow SGN on his quick lap because he's also quite a quick driver.
Yeah, currently third in the standings.
Follow him as he comes it to the end of the second sector.
Kept it very tight around there.
Keeps it nice and clean. Onto the straight.
Looking like a good time. This is a tough corner coming up, whether or not he can keep the traction and have that.
All about braking at the exact right point.
Oh, and he's got it, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. As you'd expect from our third in the division.
Yeah, and that's
over the line. Yeah,
time there for a banker. So.
Huge lap. As Dodge also comes around the line. Might be on his flyer actually, seeing as he's got quite a high amount of ERS, so I think, oh no.
Had some extra...
It was quite, he might be going around again, not too sure.
Extra fuel, predicted it.
Yeah.
Possibly. His teammate, old mate James with P9. Feel like James can go faster. So I look forward to seeing that.
I think a lot of these drivers that are currently 8th down can go faster.
Lucy's just coming around the corner now to start his hot lap.
As Dodge goes around, will he block anyone? Can he get out the way? It'll be a bit difficult. Yeah, I don't think he can, but...
Yeah, he was in a compromised position there, sadly.
Not really much you can do. Smart just to wait and see what they can do. I don't think any of the Haas's were actually on a lap anyway. They're both signalling out laps, so that's not...
Yeah, thankfully. Otherwise, that would have been quite a commotion right there.
Yeah.
Want to see
where's Fluxy? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It's like, where is he on the scoreboard? I expect him to be further up than 17th, but it's because he hasn't set a lap.
Yeah. But not sure how he's going just yet. Managed to go around the part where Dodge spun. Kept it clean. Took a bit of the curb there. Sent him a little high, but I think he... Oh, very close to the wall there. But great lap.
See what he can do. I think it's the third to last corner, isn't that one? Because you got this one and then that one.
You consider that? Oh, I guess so. Yeah, right.
Because you got one here and one there. I'm not too sure of the exact track map, but you never know with F1 corners. Some of them are, some of them aren't. Wow. And he goes pole. 1:27.8.
Yeah, so that prediction could be standing. And there is an accusation of Fluxy being a smurf, which is...
I mean, Tazza was his teammate last season who was arguably more of a smurf, so I guess it takes one to know one.
Yes, exactly.
In my eyes.
No, I think you're very much on the ball right there.
Yeah, I think Taz is finally in the division he belongs in Elite. As Bass is coming up to the final straight. Maybe.
Buster just put in a lap, and it's quite a good one in P4.
Still quite a big difference from P3 to P1, though.
Yeah, obviously Fluxy's shown that he is out of this division next season and into a seat in Elite for sure with those types of times.
As Bassink goes P6, let's see if there's anyone else that's about to cross the line that we can tag along to. Valhalla looks like he's about to cross the line.
And Werribee, another one that's in contention for sure. He's been doing a stellar job this season, but only making it P8. Probably
not liking the track, maybe, as we see an Alfa Romeo off or going wide just to let people by as Weru spins on the track.
Hopefully not impeding anyone.
Ooh.
But did look like that was a very close. He could get disqualified here if he doesn't.
Yeah, he needs to wait.
And the Ferraris have come together.
And Werribee gets a 5-place grid penalty thanks to his teammate.
Wow, I've never seen anything like that before.
Well,
it's such a Ferrari thing to do as well.
I know, it's Ferrari master plan.
Yeah, so, I'd love to hear the chat that's going on right now in regards to that.
They usually have like entire pit crew in the Ferrari chat, so...
They do. They have a lot of strategists, and they still can't get it right. It's so weird.
Yeah, very interesting. Some of them might be in the chat. So who's currently out on out laps, about to start a lap. Let's see.
It's all planned. Yes.
Who might be... ABK might be on a lap. Let's have a look. Nope. SG might be on a lap.
Yeah, so...
Yes, SG is on a lap. Oh no, he's not. The ZRS isn't going down.
Though, John Keone is looking to start his first lap.
Does he have wing damage though from the collision?
That is... Teammate? Yeah, it's a good question. It doesn't look like anything visually thus far, but you just never know. But it doesn't look like to be coming in the pits, so he is gone for that hot lap now.
Right, we'll follow along Bass Baby, see what he does. Looks like he's coming to the pits, so we won't follow along for him for long. No, we'll follow John Hanoi. So he is on his flying lap, currently the only one not to set a time.
He is flying. He's putting on a good lap, it would seem, so far. Keeping the grip where it needs to be. Staying on that racing line as well.
Yep.
Tricky section coming up here, though. This is where it can break a lot of drivers, and getting the correct gear shifting and acceleration is key. He seems to have kept it quite tight there, but very clean. Again, very clean. A big wide berth come around. Has someone in the way there. I wonder if that has possibly slowed him down.
Might be possible. In the ideal world, nobody would be getting impeded, and everyone would be able to set their best lap. But it's not a perfect world. As the FIA know due to all the tickets every week.
Yes. And does look like to be quite a... Not as fast as maybe he was hoping. P14. So possibly that incident near the end there might have put him off.
Possibly, but we'll follow along with Fluxy. Looks like he's about to start his flying lap. It's activating his ERS. See where he can end up. Can he improve his time?
You can definitely tell the difference. He's definitely going much faster than before.
He's got a lot of confidence.
Oh, wait, no. My prediction was incorrect. He's actually going slower. Just like Flucy to give you confidence, and we have possibly someone letting a Haas through, or did they spin? I'm not too sure down there. In Sector 1. Wonder if Flucy has enough fuel for another lap if he feels like he isn't doing good enough.
He is close though. He's 0.006.
He is. So that fainter lap was obviously a lot for him. He pushed a lot in that one. It would
Quick on the first sector. I do think there's a lot of time to he's coming to the pits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does seem.
It's unfortunate for him. That might be second to last lap. Might only get one more in, I feel. Sorry.
Well, we can follow along with ABK, who's currently on a flyer.
And we have Kinkaro that just spun coming around the exit. And we had a Red Bull spin as well of SGN, who was on a hot lap as well due to Kinkaro spinning. So, two unfortunate incidents right there. Both of them were on a faster time as well.
Luckily, SGN was near the pits, and ABK was also seems to have spun
on a faster time as well.
On a faster time.
Something, maybe a gust of wind or something happened because 3 drivers off.
Definitely something going on, but we can follow Bass Baby, who's
Yep, purple sector 1, did it seem? Or is that a bump?
Did seem like a purple sector 1. So he might be losing a lot of his time in the second and third sector. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, each sector obviously much different than the last one. Definitely sector 3 where it pushes people.
Might be Bass Baby's last chance. It's cutting a bit close in terms of the cutoff, because I don't think you'll be able to go around and do it again.
But he's got a fantastic time right now. He definitely could be EMP1 with this time.
Most definitely. I'm around the final few corners.
I feel like he's got it.
Bang! Pole. 127.7. What a good lap by Bass Baby after a McLaren one last night. Looks like they're trying to do it again.
We have Wereboy coming along as well, who did not improve, I don't believe, sadly.
Unless he's on his flyer now.
Oh, okay. He was just on extremely fast to get around.
Yeah.
We have a Aston Martin about to cross the line. Dodge. Oh no, he's gone on his hot lap now.
ABK seems like he is on his hot lap, but he's run out of ERS, so
he's coming to the pit, so he's going to retire.
So he didn't pit after that incident.
Yeah.
We can follow along with Weru, who's on his flying lap. He's up by 2 tenths. Looking to hopefully get in that top 10 into the points positions.
Yellow flag, but just to let it through, was it? Oh, yes. Just called out on the stream.
Where it also has a 5-place grid penalty as well, if you are just joining us.
Yeah, so he's
due to a collision with his teammate.
Yeah, that collision was interesting.
As we see someone off in sector 2, which is a Alfa Romeo.
Aston Martin of...
That was Aston Martin, not bad.
No, that's fine.
Too many A's.
Wereboy 7. That's a good lap from Wereboy.
That's a decent lap.
Unfortunate, though. Unfortunate that it's tainted by the incident. Dodge is coming around, though, on the last, or second to last corner now. Looks like a very good lap from him. And
yep.
Wow.
He does
8 tenths
take
up from his
pole.
last.
Fluxy is currently not up on his time, but only by a tiny bit. So we'll come down to this third sector and what he can do. Can he get a very good exit out of the final corner to gain that time that he's currently losing?
It's a last position that he can get it.
Coming across the line.
Close, but not
Barely
good enough.
any improvement, not enough. We've got SGN still going around.
But he's up on his time as well, though.
Yeah,
sadly.
by quite a bit. Yeah.
And there's quite a bit of traffic in front of him. Hopefully that doesn't hinder him too much. We do also have a McLaren coming around. Joe, who's currently P14. Up on his time. 1/10 though. Sadly, still P14 though.
Come across the line, can't improve. Striker is not improving. Ware is not improving. Buster is not improving. Kev crossing the line. Doesn't improve. And I think Nordal is crossing the line and doesn't improve. And Striker won't improve either because he's quite low down this time. So that is the final positions.
Wow. Bass Baby coming in very well. P2 for himself. He'd be very happy with that. Dodge, P1, not a surprise though.
Alright, Fluxy, SGN, ABK, Shinudi, Bree Evis, Striker, Weru, who receives a 5-place grid penalty, Cairo, Bassink, Buster, Kev, the Gardener, Joe, Darkly, John Hanoi, Nordal, Valhalla, Old Mate James, and Wawa Wubsy, rounding up the 20th position.
Yeah, so it's shaping up to be a good race just based off of some of the mixed times that we've had. People where they probably didn't think they would be. And wow, yeah, it's going to be an interesting race.
Very interesting. I think might see a few safety cars this race. We might see a few incidents.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see how everyone does the first sector. As you see, we're with that 5-place grid penalty puts him down to 9th, I believe. Or is that where he finished? That's where he finished. So he will go down to somewhere, I think, P14. I think.
Possibly. You would think so.
I don't do maths correctly.
No, me neither.
Yeah. Difficult, you know.
Huh. It does still say the 5 position, so
I think he'll P14 start. Bit cloudy. Doesn't look like it's raining though.
oh, it's going to be a clean race for him.
Sure, there's someone that's an engineer that could tell us if there's going to be rain later on in the race. Should spice things up a bit. We'll have to wait and see.
I'd hate to see rain in a Miami track. That would be 10 times worse than anyone could imagine.
Yeah. I mean, we had it in our division last week in Singapore.
Tazza. What happened to Fluxy? I thought he was your boy. Interesting.
I think Fluxy isn't in his team.
No, right. But he was egging him on before, saying he would get pole.
That's what you call a bandwagon fan. Yeah.
Oh, we're just waiting for some... No, okay. We'll be starting in 30 seconds. No... what is it? The out lap? No, it's called a formation lap. So we won't be having one of those. Straight into the racing. Did you want to do the honor salty?
Alright, I can try a bit of it to practice, but see how it goes. As we have the 5 red lights. And away we go. It looks like Dodge gets a decent start. Bass Baby getting bogged down a little as Fluxy is trying to get past Bass Baby into the first corner as they make contact into the first corner. As I said, the carnage that you can see in the first corner. It also looks like to be a bit of carnage at the back as someone also goes inside of someone else. Can everyone get around cleanly on these tyres? Because the hard tyres will feel like ice to a lot of them. There's definitely a group forming at the back there. There must be an incident at the start that we did not catch. We can have a look at the back there though, as a few people are being bogged down. Definitely an incident that we missed off the start.
Going on, but I did catch a bit of the incident at the first corner. It was quite juicy and spicy in terms of a questionable overtake attempt.
His old mate makes a move on the Ferrari.
Trinity and Kincaid and ABK going at it almost 3 wide into the corner that can barely get one. Coming up to the dreaded chicane. Let's see if anyone spins. Hopefully not. Everyone's kept it so far clean.
Still a yellow flag in Sector 1, which seems like it might have been a bit of a bug. As they come down to the final corner.
Or hairpin, we shall say, because we're still not sure on the other 2 bends there. Oz just coming across the line. So currently we have quite a DRS train. We have Wereboy who has spun again. Few people in the pits, it would seem, so possibly some damage that was taken in that first lap.
Fluxy's gotten past, and Fluxy's gotten past Bass Baby. Now looking to taste down Dodge, his main division rival. We've got a few interesting tyre choices as well. Joe on the softs.
Yeah, so Fluxy in 1 lap has made up that position quite quickly. And it looks like he's trying to break away from that 1 second DRS from Bass when that eventually comes. And possibly these 2 drivers up front could just be away from the pack quite soon. But that DRS train is still looking pretty strong right now.
Yep, you have Kyra on the medium tyres, currently in 5th. Probably looking to get past as many people as he can off the start. His bus goes a bit squiggly in the uphill chicane. There's a few people dumping a bit of ERS at the start. If you don't know about Miami, it's very difficult to regain that ERS.
Yeah, not many positions to gain it just because of...
Kyle goes a bit wide, but managed to make the position.
Oh, and we have another spin coming off that corner, almost taking out the 2nd place leader, that being Fluxy. Looks to be Evis.
Yeah, it was. Well, Wobbsy gets a 5-second time penalty in the pit lane, so it's all kicking off at the moment as SGN and Kincairo also had a bit of a overtake moment coming down to the first corner, into the corner at the end of the long straight, but Cairo manages to get it done, and he looks like he's going to try and get within that 1 second of Bass Baby. Those medium tyres. Evers comes into the pits for softs.
Yeah, so not happy with how he's feeling on those tyres possibly, or just he already burnt him out with that spin possibly.
Luxie on the back of Dodge.
Getting close there.
Yeah. Dodge does break that 1 second gap though. Coming out of the end of the 2nd sector as we see a Red Bull of SGN. And Cairo looking down to go down the inside of Bass Baby. Looking to get the move done. Can he do it? Looks like, can he get a good exit out of that corner? Yes, he can. Looks like he will hold on to it here, and he looks like he's going to try.
Around that corner.
As we see Joe go off into the wall. As the other cars have to make their way past, and he has to stand still at the moment.
Yeah, that looks to be the 3rd spin we have in 3 laps on that corner alone. So Not ultimately surprising, just because of how much traction you can lose easily on this track.
His old mate and Striker go side by side into the
Oh,
first
and we
sector.
had Dodge almost have Fluxy overtaken, it would seem. They're coming very much closer now.
Nobody's really conceding. They're still going side by side all through that first sector. But Striker with the outside coming into the end of the first sector is going to keep that position.
Yeah, Striker making up some positions. He obviously lost 8 positions at the start. And now he's up 3 from that, so doing well.
Have a look. Positions.
Darkly ups as well. What a great start for him as well. So well done to Darkly for that. But unfortunate some with the spins. Definitely something that they're going to have to watch out for. And we have
Fluxy looks like he's going to make the move on Dodge. Going down the inside, it we've seen a lot of people do, but looks like he's going to get the move done before the corner.
Yeah, it looked easy for him. Obviously, Dodge not wanting to defend too hard at this point. A bit too early.
Yeah. There's someone off in Sector 1, which is the Ferrari. Not a good day for Ferrari. Don't think the master plan is working.
No, definitely not. Maybe that little kiss at the start threw him off. And we have SGN and Bass Baby Dom back and forth, back and forth. But SGN just keeping it in front.
That little squabbles let Shinudi back in on the action. Smell blood in the water.
Yeah, some great driving we're seeing thus far.
Yeah. And Cairo definitely looking to hopefully break that DRS to the hard tyres behind.
Yeah, Bass Baby has Shinudi right on his tail. Extremely close at this point.
Shinudi is going to make a move.
Almost, but Bass Baby just kept it in there. And now he has Buster coming up on his tail as well, so everyone is very bunched up at this point, very close. Any little bit can send them forward through their opponent easily, so...
Another thing that's a bit interesting is Wearboy and James going side by side.
Oh,
looks
we
like
got some debris on the
keep
track
it.
there as well. Possibly from the Ferrari from last time.
It's possible.
And we have our first DNF.
Which is
Obzi.
Looks to be in the pit lane. As it looked like Darkly may have hit the wall. He did, lost it.
That's
the corner of death that I've decided to nickname it.
Oh, yes.
Any other nicknames are appreciated. And the suggestions, as it looks like Valhalla also ends up in the wall, just a bit past the corner of death, but I would still call it.
Yeah, I'd still say that's part of it. So
part of it, yeah.
That's 5 drivers so far. It's claiming everyone at this point. It's very, very tricky.
It's definitely claiming a lot of victims, as Fluxy has left Dodge in the dust. As we see another driver going off, which looks like to be old mate James, who's currently spinning, but getting back into it.
I don't know if that's strategic from Dodge, just to let him go, or is he really just
You wouldn't think so. I think you'd want to work together. As SGN gets past Cairo, which is not what he would have wanted, but he wasn't able to break that DRS, and that's what happens. He's going to end up within the pack of these drivers.
And we have another yellow flag, which looks to be a Mercedes.
Nordal.
So Mercedes not doing well in game and in real life either. It's unfortunate to see.
Yep. As see if we see any overtakes coming down the straight. Doesn't look like we're going to. The only one who could really make a move is Bass Baby, but I don't think he's going to try attempt the move on Cairo.
Not close enough at this point, it would seem.
Yeah, feel like Cairo's got those medium tyres and that DRS. You got to hope that
he stay within wants to get past though for that.
Someone's off in Sector 2. It looks like old mate James has come off.
Oh no, that is sad for the Aston Martin of old mate James. He's
as Dodge gets parked, Fluxy's off the track. He's spun.
Wow. Oh, and he just got out of the way of Kevin. That was quite a move actually from him. That was slick. But Fluxy, right to his name.
All the way dropped down to P13. That gives Dodge basically the run of the mill here, and basically what he wants. His only threat would be King Kara if he can break that DRS train to Bass Baby, but it looks like also SGN, who was at the front of that train, has also dropped back. So there must have been another incident between SGN and someone else, as SGN taps Buster, and Buster goes also off. So there, I wonder what would be the FIA for this race, because it seems like there's going to be a few tickets coming their way.
Yeah,
and it's only been 7 laps.
But no safety cars yet, which is very surprising. And we have Kevin, who's gone off, it would seem, as well. Everyone's just going off today. Yeah, it's unfortunate for Fluxy. P12 now. Oh, Kevin just hit the wall. Hopefully he's all right. But yeah, back to Fluxy. Unfortunate for him. He's looking to have a fantastic race. Hopefully, you know, safety car might come out for him and it might bring him back up, but you can never bet on anything like that. So it just comes down to racecraft at the end of the day. So wish him all the best, and hopefully he can get it done. But King Kara now takes over that position for AlphaTauri to try and store those points.
Yeah, and the only hassle he's going to have is the McLaren behind, because definitely starting to get the crossover point as we see someone else going off, which is, I believe, Fluxy again has gone off at the same corner.
Yeah,
it's the corner it's the one that I did mention that you load it, you go in the wrong way, or you turn in a little bit too much because of how loaded the car is on that corner. If you're definitely trying to push it, you will go around, especially with no TC. I remember doing it, trying to do it in time trial, and I just couldn't do it when I was trying to learn no TC.
You have to give these drivers credit, though, for being able to drive this with limited assists. So they're doing well, but at the same time, it's an extremely difficult track, and traction here is different than most others, I would say.
As Shinudi maybe looking to do a move here on Bass Baby. He is going down the inside. Can he get the move to stick? Can he get better traction out of the corner of death? Looks like he can't, and Bass Baby keeps position as Darkly and Buster also trade places.
Yeah, and Dodge is just into the wind right now.
There's Schnudi and Bass Baby, sorry to interrupt you, has going side by side as well into Sector 1.
The end of that. No, that's fine. Yeah, so Bass Baby and Shinudi having a great battle here, but ABK is capitalizing on it. He's very close now, and he definitely wants to try and capitalize on any mistake that they're going to make, because battling this hard can lead to some, sadly.
And I think the person that definitely benefited from that is King Kara, no longer within the DRS. It looks like he might be dropping back into it. I don't think those medium tyres are working anymore.
No, I'd expect they would be coming off their pace quite soon now. And it's raining.
Uh-oh.
Is that my eyes deceiving me, or do I see rain?
You might be seeing rain, my friend, because Valhalla's gone onto the intermediate tyres.
Yes, so this could definitely throw a wrench or a spanner in the works, as they would say.
As we see two cars potentially collide, it looks like there's a lot of carnage into the sector with Weirboy, Buster, and Striker. They've all gone round into that section, and it looks like Striker's come out the worst by a long shot. There's not many people that are actually pitting on the inters, though. There's Valhalla alone in what he's trying to do. Maybe trying to get on and gain that time by doing so, by going on early. Being one of those early adopters.
Yeah, so might
You're
work
right,
out for
there is rain.
Run, but whether or not the rain is too heavy enough to not go in yet, because Dodge and everyone else has gone past that pit window. Whether or not the traction is going to get worse from here on, we don't know. And Valhalla, yeah, could definitely capitalize. But he doesn't seem to be making up much time, so maybe not the right time right now.
No, maybe not. I think it's not at that crossover yet. The surefire way to know when the crossover is when it says DRS disabled.
Yeah, but maybe Valhalla is just doing a test run since Shinudi is... Oh, no, he's not. Is he paired with Shinudi?
I think he is, yes.
Yeah, so Shinudi
I know it's
could be...
difficult with the colours. There's too many blue on the screen.
There is. They confuse me too much.
Yeah.
My old age, colours just tend to blur at this point.
Too many names that start with an A. Too many cars that are blue.
Yep. We just should have numbers.
Yeah. Or just like the logo and the colour. You can fit
Just
that on
like
there.
that. Yeah, the logo would be actually much better.
Yeah.
But they're crossing again, and then no one's pitting. So obviously, still not enough. Valhalla has lost 3 seconds now, just in that one lap. So very preemptive.
Yeah, I don't think it's the cutover moment just yet.
But this is playing out very well. If it does start to rain a bit heavier for the medium runners, especially Kin Cairo and Bassing.
Seems like it might only be light rain though, to the point where it might not even be needed on those inters. We have to wait and see what the medium runners do.
Yeah,
because they'll be the ones to pit first, and they'll be the ones that give us a telltale sign how long this rain is going to last.
Well, Joe is on 10 lap old softs, so he's pushing it quite well. I don't know what degradation he would be on. Maybe above 60. I'm not sure. Haven't got the experience, sadly to say.
ABK and Bass Baby go side by side into the end of the second sector. Who can get the better traction out of the exit? It looks like ABK may have to concede because he does not have the inside line, which is unfortunate. But can he get back at him on the straight, as Bass Baby will not have that DRS advantage?
Yeah, so very close racing from them. But we still have three more corners coming up, so plenty of opportunity for him and the straight. And yep. Oh, and they're still going for it. So I think Bass Baby
who can get the better traction? Yeah, because I think Bass Baby has that ARS advantage. He does by a mile.
He stealed the DRS though. No, he didn't. So ABK still has it, so he still might attempt this on the inside. Some clean racing from these two though. Wow, keeping it very close through that little weave there.
All side by side. How long can they keep this up? I think the longest I've seen is like a whole lap, so see if they can keep it for a whole lap. We'll have to wait and see, but I don't think that's possible on a track like Miami.
Yeah, this is scintillating driving from these two though. Being able to keep it this close on a track like this. And we have a Ferrari that has spun. Would be Jean again, sadly. Hopefully no wing damage.
Thankfully for us, we've got ABK and Bass Baby giving us a lot of entertainment, as Joe has come in and put on the inters, so maybe it might be time for the crossover here, as Joe's also come into the pits. Will Kinkairo also come to the pits, or Dodge? As Kinkairo, funny enough, has actually gone onto the back of Dodge. It's definitely raining a bit heavier now. Yeah,
looking at the onboard pod cam, it definitely is starting to pick up. But Dodge feels, as well as those, sorry, not Dodge, James. He's starting to stick out with the softs. That's interesting. But here they come around that corner. Can they keep it on the track and get into the pits, or are they going to keep going? They keep going. They feel like they still have the traction.
But this time, ABK got a lot better traction out of that corner and manages to keep it this time.
And thanks, Sam, for the updated comment about the degradation before. Appreciate it.
Is now out of the DRS of Dodge.
Yeah, so interesting that Dodge has lost quite a bit of time. Did we have an incident that we possibly didn't see, or is it just...
Possibly, it could just be that Cairo's managed to catch up on those medium compounds.
Yeah, which you would think that the hards would start to come in a bit more, but the rain might be affecting it as well. Oh, and Shinudi going around the inside. Playing little tricks there, it would seem, but they're fighting it tooth and nail to come out of that.
Well, you want to be on the inside here because you basically guarantee yourself position if you can hold it. Because the other driver has to back out, so Shinudi will keep that position, or get that position, should I say. And Cairo will be forced to stay behind.
Again, we're coming close to the pits again, whether or not they will pit. Wereboy making up positions, good to see, but he has SGN on his tail.
Got Basing now caught up to Bass Baby and ABK. We see someone else going off, which looks like it is a pass of Buster, which puts Fluxy into the points.
Yeah, so redemption for Fluxy. Getting that 1 point is validation as well, redemption.
Not over yet, especially if some of these guys decide to pit to the inters, but I think these medium tyre runners are looking to extend it because maybe the rain might end.
Yeah, and Valhalla just getting the short end of the straw, it would seem, because he's lost quite a bit of time.
And Joe's not gaining on to the mediums of Nordal either. He's looks like he might be dropping. We'll have to keep an eye on that because at the moment it's 8.6. See what happens. Busters is coming to the pits. Let's see what he goes on. It'll be interesting to see.
Joe was at a bad position though. He had a 13-14 lap old softs and he didn't really have many options either.
Comes in for the hards, not going on to those inters.
Yeah,
so it looks like it's gonna be
rain more.
It's gonna dribble, but it's not gonna be full wet.
Affect it too much, yeah.
Yeah, and Cairo's tires are definitely falling off now.
Yeah, as we can see by that gap forming quite considerably in less than a lap and a half, so he should be coming into the pit shortly. Imagine a lot of these drivers want to save the softs for the end.
Yeah, I think so too, because you never know when there might be a safety car.
See if Cairo pits. No, he's still going out, so he still feels like he has a bit more pace on those tires. But whether or not Bass Baby can make up the time to him, and
there's someone off in sector 1, Old James.
So those intermediates losing a lot of traction right now.
As Joe loses a place to Reevis. SGN comes into the pits.
Yeah, just
he's going to go onto the medium tyres. Yes, I don't think anyone's expecting them to rain. He also is getting a front wing replacement, just going to drop him back a bit further. As Shanuti's going down this, the outside of Dodge.
Yeah, so
and
he's
actually get the move. Yeah, he has. Which is good for someone like Fluxy, which is what you want.
Yeah, Shanuti's coming out of nowhere almost within this race. Didn't expect him to be fighting for the P1, honestly.
Yeah, extremely quick. You see the Alpine of Valhalla being blue flagged.
Yeah, so he's going to have to come in the pits quite soon to get those intermediates.
Ooh, Valhalla slots in behind, in between the two, between Shanuti and Dodge, which gives Shanuti a 1 second gap between Dodge, but luckily Dodge managed to actually catch that DRS.
Yeah, so a very interesting situation there going to play out. I'm sure after the race, many talks, but don't want to be in the way when you're a blue flag, sadly.
As we have a safety car. Funny enough, I don't know what happened. I know James was stopped on the side of the track, but that seems to have brought out the safety car. I think we'll see a few, almost, it helps out these medium tyres, but not really the hard tyres.
Yeah, that's quite an odd safety car. Yeah, nothing seems to have really been of an issue, but this will play quite big into a lot of strategies right now.
Especially drivers like Cairo. And also maybe Fluxy if he wants to risk it now.
Yeah, I'm just wondering,
Fluxy back into the fold.
Mediums us to the end. Probably just, but at the same time, you're going to be pushing it with how much degradation there will be. And we have Wereboys left the session.
I mean, all these mediums have lasted these 15 laps. They dropped off around about 13 laps. So it's like, I could see them doing it.
Yeah, especially under the safety car as well. So they'll have one or two laps that will not be too bad. So it's actually a great hand for both of these drivers, those in the mediums and the hards. So
there is someone stopped on track. I don't know if it's Wereboy or not.
Yes, I believe it is Where Boy. He left in the pits, and his AI is now bugging out.
Interesting.
Not too sure what happened there because he was still catching up, having quite a good race. And we have, the top 3 pitting now.
Top 6 pitting.
Top 6, yeah. So everyone is definitely taking that free pit stop.
I didn't even change the camera on Wero's car. It's interesting. Let's see if... Valhalla, yeah, no, he's just spazzing out in the middle of the track.
Yeah, not sure what's going on there. Hopefully it's not causing anyone issues in game. Boy's joined back. Not sure how that's going to work.
It'll be interesting to see because the safety car's coming on now. And Boy's just stuck in the middle of the track. And it says he's in the pit, so I don't know if it's a desync or it might be a lobby restart.
Hope not, because that was looking like a good race. We would definitely don't need a restart for sure.
Bear with me a second while I have a look at the chat.
Nah, I'm looking at it, and seems like Boy is having some issues.
Looks like he can't get back in and his car's just spazzing out on track saying it's pit.
Wow, it's raining quite a bit more now as well, I just noticed.
Yeah, a little bit, but I think everyone's pretty confident that they can make it. Bass is an interesting one going on those softs.
Yeah, I don't know why he thought that was a strategy. Maybe he anticipates another safety car, but maybe he just accidentally... Well, that's a lot of confidence right there. Now, we have a question of who is the racing director? Where Boy? Would like to know.
If you are the race director and you are listening in, please help Boy.
He's very desperate.
He's saying it's restart worthy.
Which, if it is, that's unfortunate, but at the same time, restarting is definitely something we don't want to do, if we can help it. But with it being a safety car, it's not the worst time to do it.
Keep an eye on the updates on the Boy situation.
Yeah, not much we can do at this point. All we can do is just see how everyone is going in the race. And we have Ahmed James, who has retired from the session, it would seem. Possibly feeling like it's hopeless at this point. Or he just has other commitments. We don't know at this point.
As Kev the Gardener DNF'd. Interesting.
We have a lobby reset, it would seem, because everyone is now...
Yeah. I think it is a lobby restart. Maybe.
Yeah. Looks like it, everyone is leaving, so...
Yeah. As is absolute chaos. One last hurrah.
Yeah, 25%. Still the same grid where we left off, but tire choice is free, if I'm correct.
Yep, but you have to use the same setup.
Yeah. So I'm looking at a lot of possible medium runners all the way to the end, unless there's some sort of rain, which there may be, since we saw a little bit previously.
I think it's just overcast, I think. I don't think we'll see rain. It's my prediction. I think it'll be exact same as before.
Okay, yeah, well. It's always a gamble, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, any predictions on Carnage?
Not particularly. We did see some bad carnage in the turn 1 on the very first race start, so...
Think people would have learnt?
No.
No, okay.
Actually,
all right.
Yeah, no
No
faith.
faith. Yeah. I mean, it's ARL, man. This isn't professional. Nobody learns. Where's the fun in that? Cause drama, cause chaos.
See if I can quickly throw up a prediction here. Let's see.
"25 seconds until the race starts. Carnage turn 1." Oh, it's an interesting prediction.
Yeah, let's see. I'm not going to predict only because that would be not right. Bias, but at the same time, I won't be able to give the points away, so. Might have another another restart, because it seems like Dodge was put at P19, but here we go. Lights out.
Yeah, and away we go.
Oh.
And it's going to be a restart.
Yep.
And there was carnage. I knew it.
Yeah. So 3 points for those.
Yay! Woo.
So let's get rid of that prediction, I feel, because that was...
I feel like that might be voided.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, just a tad. Restart number 2. All right, what's the next talking topic we can talk about? Oh, I'm running out of topics.
Did I mess up? I thought I was in spectator. But I think just... But we're having another restart, yep, because the grid was wrong. Dodge was in P19.
No, he's just adding you saying there's a restart. I think.
Yeah. I think by the massive carnage that we had was the obvious point, but just to be safe. But I think we'll still do that prediction because we'll see.
All right, we need more talking points. We need to make a talking point generator. Ooh, tell it. What's your best race?
My best race. Yeah. That would have been last season. I came, I think, P4 in the race. Oh, did I do this right?
I feel like it's not big enough.
That seems to be working. Yeah, so I don't remember I think it was Spa, and we had myself come P4, but at the end of all the drama, the FIA and such, came P2, so off track podium. I did a Carlos Sainz. So best race for me thus far. What about yourself?
I would say best race for me. See, that's an interesting one because I've got two that I've second, and both of them were last to firsts.
Oh, really?
So, well, it was second to last to first and last to first. So the 2 second places I've had was in Japan, where I got knocked off the track by Mercy. I'm joking. It was fine. And so I ended up being second to last, and I came back and won second. But I think the best one would be Monza from this season.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've not had a great season thus far, so forgive me if I don't remember much of the races.
Yeah, I think you weren't present enough in them.
No. But Monza was shaping out to be a good one for myself. But yeah, when we got that race, that rain in the race, yeah, it threw me off completely. I had no idea what to do. So the beauty of rain races.
Yeah, I don't know why. It seems like tracks that I feel like I'm going to do better, I do it right at. So Monza, I didn't feel that confident because I preferred more technical tracks. So I wasn't feeling confident in it. So I come back.
That's definitely a valid point. I feel like that sometimes for sure. But at the same time, if I practice enough, I feel confident.
I'm the same. So I think it's I'm more tired than anything to practice. It's like,
yeah.
I wish I was 16 again.
Yeah, I know you're feeling more time to play games.
I mean, you're older than me, so you probably.
That's
feel
why
that
I
more.
said it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm only 22.
Yeah, so you're still young.
Yeah.
You got plenty of time.
Yeah. It's not enough energy.
So, we did have the prediction. Not many people voted for it. Maybe I
I think it
didn't
was
leave it
only,
up long
I
enough.
think it was only up for like 20 seconds.
Yeah, so I must have not done it. What's taking so long?
They're
We're not
trying to
too
get the
sure.
grid correct in the settings because
Yeah, just
they
grid.
don't have a preset for a 25% race with the proper weather and the proper grid and everything. They're
I'll leave it
making
up for
sure that the
5
grid's correct.
minutes, and I'll just close it before it starts.
It's a good idea.
Skipper, you're not the only one. It's happened to a lot of people.
Yeah, no, in Imola, I didn't even get to the first corner. I DNF'd.
Yeah.
That
It's like a golden duck of sorts.
Yeah.
Or golden goose in cricket. But yeah, as I was saying with Singapore, P2 I came in qualifying, which was my best finish in this season so far, and it was looking really good, and then rain. So
Don't you like rain?
very disappointed. Nah, bloody hate rain. Everyone hates rain.
I feel like for me to win a race, it has to be fully raining for
Really?
the entire race.
Okay.
Yep. I feel like I'm a lot better in the rain.
Yeah, I feel like there are some people that are definitely more confident for sure. When I was medium traction control, I was much more confident. But
I
with no
also,
TC, it's all way harder.
yeah. I mean, to be fair, I also feel like if I ended up qualifying better, I would end up doing quite well because I've got an average of something like 10 point like something positions gained in a race every
Okay,
race
wow. I've got 0, so
from my quali grid. So
oh no, I'd be negative.
yeah,
Yeah, Skipper, I'm the exact same way. I only started watching and getting into F1 last year, so I've had a baptism of fire with all the drama that's happened these last 2 years. So it's been quite good, and I wish I was there previously for all the others.
yeah. So I have an average of 11.3 positions gained per race over 4 races.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's been fantastic. I've gone into the whole F1 manic and gotten, pedals and a wheel and a stand and all the fancy gear. It sort of hooked me in. I'm sure, like a lot of other people that have gotten addicted and spent quite a bit of money on this game.
Oh God, don't even want to know.
Yeah,
Always a lot
Skipper.
of
Yeah,
money.
it's definitely the way to go. Yeah, it's an expensive hobby for sure.
Yep. Hopefully, Moza makes it a bit cheaper. That's what I'm
Yeah, I've been
hoping for.
hearing good things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the pedals that I bought. As discussed earlier. They're Moza.
Huh.
So they're pretty good.
Oh, and here we go. 5 seconds, and we should be getting underway.
Alrighty then. Head back into the race. Race Miami. 25%.
All right, we have 80% on a yes prediction and 20% on the no.
I'll be honest, I
So,
wanted to go yes, but I decided to balance out the no.
really? Okay, well, here we go. Quite a big difference in terms of the points. So, yeah. Oh, hey, Super Loop. It's the other commentator that sounds eerily like myself.
It's a bit of an interesting one.
It is. Here we go. No formation lap again.
Everyone has to do their setup slope.
Yeah, hopefully no one has missed that. It can catch some people off guard.
Hopefully, it shouldn't be long now.
No. Think the grid will change much, or you think it's going to stay roughly the same?
I think it'll change. Maybe not the top runners, but I think it will change.
Yeah. Definitely being in the top 5-ish is a safe position. It's more of the midfield that are the worrying part of it all.
Yeah.
It's always daunting when you qualify in the midfield because you're like, oh no, something's going to happen.
Yeah, I think that, especially going down to turn 1 on certain tracks like Bahrain.
Yeah. A lot of diving points for people.
Imola isn't actually that bad. Singapore's also wasn't that bad.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Monza's terrifying.
Yeah. Very terrifying. It's just such a hard breaking point, and a lot of people can miss that.
Yep. Austria's alright.
There we go.
Oh, and we've got 5 lights. And we're away for a second time tonight as Shanudi gets a good start off the line. So does Kinkairo. Bass Baby looks to get a bit bogged down. There is carnage off the start as someone loses it and hits it into the wall. Bassing is out of the race before the first corner, and the safety car is out. So there was carnage in the first turn.
Yeah, not sure what initiated that carnage. We do have a 5-second on Bass. Kev the Gardener, so whether or not he was involved, it would seem so, since he is 17, 18 seconds back already. So, but we have Dodge, who's kept it up in P1 with Shanudi and Kinkairo keeping it.
It did look like Bass may have lost it on the line and came across the track right into Kev, sorry. So that looks like that may have been the issue.
Yeah, so not wholly surprising, sadly. Had to happen to someone, and unfortunately a Haas driver.
That's
Do I have the yellow? So yeah, the full safety car, turn 1, lap 1. So interesting.
Wasn't even turn 1, to be fair.
Well, yeah, it's hard to. They made it near turn 1. Let's say that.
Yeah. No, I will still call it turn 1 in terms of the yes favors, but
yeah. So yeah, so maybe maybe just 2 lap safety car, because there isn't much bunching up that needs to happen. But it'll definitely give them on the mediums, more time to get the traction that they want.
ABK comes into the pits. Interesting. Really? Maybe due to wing damage, maybe? Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah.
No wing damage, looking to go onto the mediums and not... So all these soft runners here are coming in for the mediums. Because they can get these mediums to go to the end, I reckon.
Yeah, I feel like
because it's 25%, so they're getting a free pit stop.
Yeah, but I feel like they would have gone to the end regardless.
You have to make a pit in 25%. As Fluxy's out.
Yeah, not sure what happened there.
And Joe is also spun. I'm not sure what happened there either.
We're having another reset.
Another reset, okay.
Interesting. So, yeah, so Div 2, living up to its name as the most entertaining.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Not what we want to see. The complete opposite, but it's only fair to those that have been messed up due to things outside their control.
We're gonna have another one. More talking points.
Yeah.
All right. Where do we go here for talking points? Answer questions from chat. You got a question? Post it.
Yeah. Any question at all? Let's have them thrown at us. Respect in fair grounds. Fair grounds.
Yeah, has to be within the grounds.
KFC or Macca's? Oh, that's interesting because
Macca's.
That's a loaded question.
Macca's.
Uh,
I've never had good KFC. I've just been really unlucky.
maybe it's just because you live in the wrong
New
part of the world,
Zealand.
mate.
New
Yeah.
Zealand. Well, I did. The first time I ever had KFC was when I was 15 and in Kentucky, and
Really?
that was probably the best KFC I've had. And it's very difficult to find a KFC in Kentucky.
Really?
I had to be in the airport in Kentucky.
It must have been expensive. Airport food is always expensive.
Yeah, it was alright.
Um,
I'd say the best food that I had there was Fuddruckers. It's a place that does like burritos on one side, bagels on the other, and burgers on the other.
sounds very American-esque, doesn't it?
It is, yeah. And came back to New Zealand, tried it, and I just didn't live up to the reputation. I can't handle it. I would say the best chicken I've had though would probably be Chick-fil-A over in America.
Okay. For good things.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The waffle fries is pretty mint.
Yeah, I
What
know
about
you can
you?
get. Well. In terms of the original question, Macca's or KFC. KFC chicken tenders are best. But I think Macca's overall is better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best
Same.
food though. Honestly.
Best food from a fast food joint might be Wendy's.
Are we talking about the same Wendy's here? Hot dog Wendy's?
No, New Zealand, like burger Wendy's.
Oh,
New
we don't
Zealand.
have burger
We
Wendy's
do.
here in Australia.
Yeah, we have them in New Zealand.
Yeah. We have hot dogs and ice cream.
Yeah, because I would go Burger Fuel, but I don't really feel like they're fast food.
Don't
Because
even have
they're
that.
too expensive. You haven't had Burger Fuel. What are you missing out?
Wow, mate, I don't know.
Yeah, you are missing out. Oh, am I?
Pineapple
Would I
lumps.
rather give up pineapple lumps?
LMP.
LMP. Pineapple lumps, hand down, without a question.
I don't even know what those are.
I would give up pineapple lumps.
What are they? Are they like a sherbet pineapple thing?
My Subway order. Okay, so it's a foot-long sub, pizza sub with Italian herbs and cheese as the bread. Pizza sub with cheese with marinara sauce before they put it in the oven, and it's lettuce, tomato, cucumber, and carrots, and spinach if they have it. And then I also have mayonnaise.
Interesting. Close to mine, but not really. I do have pizza melt myself.
Yeah.
Pizza sub. But I'm allergic to all raw fruits and vegetables, interestingly enough.
What?
Yes, my throat, my tongue, and my gums get real itchy. And
that's like a god allergic reaction because you have to have veggies in your life.
They just have to be like steamed, boiled, anything where they've cooked so the protein breaks down. But yeah, I have marinara sauce obviously before it's put in. Old English cheese, not mozzarella.
Yeah.
What spinach? I love spinach.
Mm.
And then obviously jalapenos because I love spice.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Oh, cucumber.
Yeah. Makes sense. Do you have salt and pepper?
Oh, can't live without it.
Yeah.
Old English best cheese, yeah. I'm more of an Italian sort of like
I have Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese is good too, though. Yeah.
I think honestly, there's not much difference between the cheese. It's just whatever complements what sub you have. To be honest.
Yeah, Old English does have a more of a different taste, though, for sure.
Yeah.
Now,
pineapple on pizza.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Depending on the pizza, though.
Yeah, some of them they don't work, but
yeah,
it's like Hawaiian burgers.
Yeah,
like they're good.
So we have an Australian burger here. Like it's classic. It's cucumber. No, it's beetroot and pineapple and bacon on like a burger, and that works really well.
We have one in New Zealand called the Kiwi Burger, which is egg, bacon. And
yeah, we have that too. Sorry, yeah, bacon as well on it. I mean egg. Yeah, so pretty much the same.
Yeah, I don't think it has the Hawaiian. No, actually, it might have the same Hawaiian ring. Wow, who came up with it first? It's a pavlova all over again.
It's a pavlova, yeah.
Okay, New Zealand clearly came up with the pavlova first.
Yeah, that's something that could go on for hours, couldn't it? Yeah, but sadly, we don't have the time to discuss such important matters. We've got another race to get underway, which hopefully I'm not going to do another prediction because that's just too obvious at this point.
Yeah, I think we know what's going to happen. To answer your question, Sneak Blue, well, it's so easy. The reason why these pineapple lumps you only have every now and again, but LMP you can have daily. I'd rather have what you can have that's good and you can have daily than what it's like. And also, some people put pineapple lumps in the fridge, which is a crime.
This is all different language to me.
Yeah. You know, have you ever had a sweet that's usually soft, but some people put it in the fridge to make it hard?
No.
Really?
Yeah, never.
There's some... Yeah, I'm trying to think that one might be in Australia, but I can't figure out what it is. If you ever also want my advice, never have caramello chocolate in America or the UK. It is terrible.
Yeah, I've heard similar tales, but like Cadbury has been getting a bit weird.
I mean, it's a different recipe for Cadbury. It's only Cadbury as well, but it's a different recipe for Cadbury caramel, and it tastes terrible.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of American chocolate like the Hershey's.
Yeah, I mean, I went to Costco once and got a like 1.5 kg bag of M&Ms. We just used the hotel room's plastic cups, and we just drank the M&Ms pretty much.
Drank M&Ms. That's an interesting sentence right there.
Yeah, it was an interesting feeling, I'll tell you that much. All right, now we can actually go to the racing. It's 5 lights for the, I believe, fourth time, and they're off. Shinudi gets a good start and good getaways. There's a few people going about 4 wide to the first corner. Shinudi manages to hold it together. They're going 2 wide going to the first sector, as there is someone that goes off or goes wide. Kev the Gardener is out of the session after having contact with, it looks like, Fluxy and ABK. And there is a virtual safety car. There is also someone else which looks like Joe that's gone off. No, it's a full safety car.
So, yeah. Again, not surprising. At the same time, it is surprising because I thought we would have had a bit more of a cleaner go. But Wereboy making up the most places. Wow, 8 places in that. He's got to be in a very good position. I'm very happy with himself, especially those 2 Red Bulls. Lobby restart? Yep. We hope not.
Yep, I hope not. Saying the same thing. I think I might end up going to bed. Just leave the stream running and whatever lobby they do next. And just
yeah.
Go home, go to bed.
But yeah, Dodge still keeping the P1. Very important for himself. Bass Baby getting ahead of Kinkaru and yeah, wow. So Kinkaru not having the greatest of starts, but SGN making up a lot of positions, wanting to get back into that top 5 badly. But he's got Bassink in front of him to contend with at this point.
Yep. Looks like ABK may have spun, which contacted like Fluxy, Joe, and Kev Gardner by the looks of it.
Yeah. FIA tickets are going to be a mountain to read coming up, so good luck to those. Stewart.
As we see some of the soft runners, like 33 of us, ABK. It looks like ABK is going to be held up by his teammate, who's getting a front wing change, had to serve a 5-second penalty and tyres. So ABK will end up being in the back of the grid.
But still plenty of time to catch up, get boxed up, and they get that free pit stop that they need. So,
yeah,
or can they go straight
managed
to the end?
No, they can go straight to the end on the medium compounds. But Fluxy comes out on the soft, so he will have to pit again. But Nordal comes out on the hard, so won't have to pit again.
Huh. Interesting. Lots of things are going to work and some that might not, and this is the interesting part. We get to see which does, whether the softs are going to work. Obviously the speed and the traction initially, but will they last and hold out?
Yep.
But yeah, could get a possible another 2 laps out of this, just as of how fast some of the back runners are at this point.
Yep. Leave it to the Div 2 to cause all the chaos for the week.
Yeah, which...
It was Div 3 taking that mantle for a bit, because Div 3 was pretty clean up until this season.
Yeah, the season's thrown a lot of people off, for sure. And Speedy in the pit lane, wow. Plenty of time to get in there. Interesting. Maybe he just didn't have that pit limiter on or something.
Yeah, not ideal.
And he can't serve it from what I understand, or can he?
You can serve if you come to the pit again.
Ah, yeah, which... Not sure he wants to.
Depends if he ends up near the back under the next safety cars. This might be when he does it, because we saw Evis come into the pits and serve his 5 second. Still ended up P14.
And ABK is pitted for the softs. Which they might actually last now, just because of the safety car and how many laps it's doing and tire dedication.
So I think it has to come in this lap, I think, because if it comes out, no, maybe next lap.
Nah, I think it'll be next lap.
Because isn't it 3 laps after the safety car gets picked up, or is it 3 laps from the incident? I'm sure Drix or someone in the chat or can remind me.
Yeah, some of the smart people, because I have no idea, but I'm going to go with just the 3 laps after the incident. Yeah, I think it might be next lap.
No, once it gets around halfway up the straight.
I'm sure APK doesn't want it to come in this lap. Praying that he gets it. No, it is in this lap.
No, it is hit its time limit, so it is in this lap. ABK is quite far behind. He's still 14 seconds behind. He's actually got to start gunning it now if he wants to catch up. Looks like Dodge is holding everyone up, though, to allow ABK to actually catch up onto the back. So he'll be happy. All the tyres are warming up for everyone also behind. ABK is definitely going to be gunning down the straight, and looks like he will manage to catch up in the end.
Yeah, he might have a great start as well if he can hold that momentum and it starts for him, but we'll see. He's catching up
Looks like
quite.
he's more content to stay at the back of the pack.
And Dodge is going for it.
No, not yet.
No. Didn't seem like he sped up. Nope, now he has. Yeah.
Now he's gone.
So clean start from him and Shinudi. Didn't seem like he caught any of them off guard.
Evis gets a 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags.
Wow, so he went a bit too early there, Evis.
James is in position to Buster down to the first corner as where it looks like he's gone off to the side there, as I think because Buster was spinning in his way. So Where has kept that position. Sorry, Old Mate has kept that position now. Depends if you're Shinudi, because it looks like Shinudi's gunning it with that ERS to maybe try get past someone, as someone has also gone off. Looks like Evis has gone off.
Possibly another safety car.
He's retired on track.
Oh, we have
oh my god,
of
it's carnage.
It looks like...
Surprised there's no safety car.
Yeah, so Evis possibly blocking the track and coming around that blind turn.
And we have a safety car, which is good for the likes of these medium runners that will probably look to pit now. Would be my guess. But it's good for the drivers like ABK, Valhalla, and even Nordal. We'll probably look to pit off those hards as well.
Yeah, so 4 out already with 4 laps. So interesting and devastating to see for those drivers, you know.
See who does come
4 restarts, you'd want something good to come out of it, and for this to happen is, yeah, can be heartbreaking.
It's like Darkley's coming to the pits. Valhalla's coming to the pits. Nordal's coming to the pits. ABK's coming to the pits. I expect the Ferrari as well will come to the pits to get rid of his 5-second.
Yeah, so quite a lot of pit stops going on. Obviously, safety car, you want to take full advantage any way that you can. But Dodge and everyone else in the top 10 seem pretty confident right now to stay where they are. Flutie and Werribee, though, looking pretty good with only 1 lap difference, but they've made up some positions for sure. Flutie definitely...
They also don't have to pit.
Yeah, true. So
they're on there. They're on there to the end.
But these are some good positions for those two that had a bit of an instant at the start, especially Fluke. So you had that spin, so he wants that redemption.
Oh, so how many laps of racing are we gonna get?
Yeah, it's looking like not much at this point. Do a clean lap challenge. Impossible. Yeah, it's seeming that way right now, Drix. Soft probably won't last. Now, Tazza has a lot of experience. I value his opinion, so definitely, yeah, they might not, but I feel like they might, just because we've seen them on 8 laps before, and with the safety car not coming in this lap, you're still going to have a bit of more traction than you would normally if you were going around. Oh, Nick, I think it is time.
Yeah, I think it's time too. Especially if we do a race 4 times a week. Next sheet, no, I lie, we do it 5 times a week now with
F2.
F2.
Yeah. Kebab, what happened? No, I believe it was 4 lobby restarts. Was it Ekim?
No, it was 3 lobby restarts.
3. You tend to lose how many there are after quite a while.
Oh no, it was 25%. So what happened was they got roughly to halfway, and then the first lap there was an issue, and then on the first restart, and then the next first lap there was an issue, so there was another restart.
It's right, Kebab. Everyone goes blind eventually.
So definitely getting close to my bedtime.
Yeah. So we've only got the 7 laps to go. Let's hope it's a clean 7 laps. Another safety car would just might put everyone to sleep at this point. Shanudi, we didn't realize, is in P1. So
yeah,
somewhere along there he did overtake, but we sadly didn't see that.
Made the move on to dodge, but I think all the carnage behind kind of took our eyes off that for a bit.
Yeah, just too much. Too much to focus on.
It's going to get contagious, my friend.
I'm sorry, I had no intention of spreading it.
It's too late now. This started the virus.
Safety car is in this lap, so yeah. See how Shanudi goes with the safety car restart, whether or not he can catch those 2 behind him off guard.
Honestly, I think the best time to go would be out of the straight corner.
Yeah?
That would be my bet. Because, especially if you do it at the right time, if you like hit the apex at the right angle, you probably just gun it.
Keeping it slow around here. Waiting.
Always keep you nice and slow.
And he's
gone. He's made a good distance, but it looks like Cairo managed to get maybe a little bit of a jump onto Bass Baby. Looks to go down the inside.
Opportunistic overtake there. Attempted it. It was a good attempt, but didn't stick. Bass Baby still holding that P3. Very close pack though. Not many people. SGN very close as well.
We're boy also close on old mate James.
Yeah, fighting tooth and nail to get these positions. They don't have many laps left, but these soft runners are definitely going to be fast. Whether or not they can hold it till the end though, that's the question, and Mercedes are taking that gamble.
Dodge seems to not be able to as Wereboy looks to make a move on old mate James going up the
old mate James
inside.
Just holding it front, but and came just almost together there, and Wereboy's just got in front.
And James has to give the position because taking that inside line is the ideal situation, because then you can have the inside into the uphill chicane. The outside has to concede that position.
Oh, and Dodge almost outside of the DRS. not what he wants. He definitely needs to start picking up that pace. See how his ERS is. He has a little bit better ERS management, but it's not that different. Almost negligible at this point, sorry. Everyone is juicing though, halfway already.
The fight between Valhalla and Darkly.
Kintyre's gotten past Bass as well. Oh, and SGN is very close to Bass. Maybe Bass is just getting the bad end of it right now, getting sandwiched. But
as Strikers goes into the wall quite hard to losing it in the S section.
Very hard hit.
Doesn't look like we're having a safety car or a VSC. Thank the Lord, as it's almost goes 3 wide, as it looks like SGN's looking to get a double overtake. Is he singer a double? I wasn't a bit unsure.
Very close racing here. Very confident to keep it behind each other and not brake too hard to the point where you hit a wing. So it's good racing. And old mate James and Darkly going back and forth at it, getting caught up in that Mercedes sandwich with the two softs. Obviously, they're going to be a bit faster, and James